day 8 of day 30 recording, and we're going to be making a late night espresso. And don't worry, this is decaf. It's Sierra Madre, one of my favorites. And yes, this coffee is absolutely amazing. This time around I'm making an espresso. Actually, what am I saying? I always make espressos, and for some reason I had this little bit of coffee left over. It was just about enough. I need 20 grams, but I got about 19, so I had to find a way to get a little bit more out of there. Let's go ahead and get this going. All I gotta do is add a little bit more weight with that water and it'll be perfect, right? So ended up at 97 with the water added, and yeah, that doesn't really count. Yep, so this is a Baratza ESP here, and it is a great grinder. I ended up not actually grinding this as fine as it should have been, so this shot's going to pull a little bit faster than what I wanted. Let's get to that. I heard on the internet somewhere that it's probably a good thing to use these paper filters. I don't know if that's actually true. Don't know if you actually need to do it, but I do it anyway, just in case. I'll probably stop using them as soon as I run out, but so far they're easy to use. It doesn't really mess with much. I've noticed with this coffee right here, just doing this, I think is not working out. Just tamping it on the sides and evening it out, and it doesn't really quite work out with this roast here for some reason. So I'm gonna have to use a little bit of a WDT to get this leveled out. And I don't think it really helped. I actually think it probably harmed a little bit in this because I ended up getting some channeling, which is probably why the shot ended up pulling so fast. So yeah, it's fine though. I still really enjoyed this coffee. The outcome was really good, except the latte art, not so good. You'll see that in a few minutes. This tamp by Normcore is the way to go. It's so simple to use. I really miss it when I use something else. It's not perfect, but it works really well. So, yep, I'm gonna be making a latte. And if you guys want one of these little timers / scales, I highly recommend getting it. I think you can get one for like 30 bucks. But I at first thought this was gonna, come out a little bit slow. Ended up speeding up a little bit here. I'm going to also speed up this video for you guys in a few seconds here. Never mind that. I tried to speed it up for you guys and it ended up sounding like this. I can at least zoom in a little bit for you. Yeah, that's better. You can see I should have had a little bit less than 40 on that, and it finished in about 20 seconds. That's not too great. Okay, yes, I'm adding a little bit of honey to this, but I like my espresso to be a little bit sweet with milk. Without the milk, yes, I will have my espresso without any sweetener, and it's just fine. It's interesting how steaming milk actually feels like a big deal. When you're new to this, it can seem kind of overwhelming, but after a while, it just becomes not really that much of a big deal. And there's a lot of good tutorials out there, a lot of good videos to go ahead and watch. I mean, you can define your own technique just by trying new things and maybe not be afraid of messing things up. And I feel like that's what it is. And I would say the one thing I've learned is to maybe to know when it's too hot or not. If you can leave your hand on there longer than 3 seconds, it's probably not hot enough. Anything after that, it's gonna be too hot. So somewhere right in there, it's gonna be about 131 or not 31, who knows I don't even know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. 130 degrees, somewhere around there, and it should be perfect. I have never taken the time to explain why I do that, and it's just to keep it unclogged. I think it helps quite a bit because this thing will get clogged after a while, and an espresso machine comes with a tool to unclog that wand, and it is very irritating after a while. So I ended up not being able to pour a very good latte art example here for you guys. It really did not end up well, so I ended up stirring the latte, but I'll go ahead and let this play out here for you just for the next few seconds so you can see what I mean. And by the way, this milk did turn out pretty good. I could have done better with it. In this video, I am basically tired and not feeling like making a video, and here I am showing up anyway, and not for any other reason. Not for me, not really for anybody here on YouTube. I hope this does help. It's mainly because I said I would do it. So that's just how it is. When you say you're going to do something and you need to prove it to yourself, not only to anybody else, you need to prove to yourself that even though you don't feel like it, when you say you're going to do something, you can trust yourself to actually get something done. Because if you can't trust yourself, then, who can you trust really? If you can't, stick by your word, you won't trust yourself when you say you're going to do something. And therefore, everything you ever put your mind to is going to just kind of fall off to the side, and somebody else's plans or something else that you get caught up with is going to take over. Yeah, and that's just how it is in life. So you've got to know when you can trust yourself that when you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. And this is day 8. This is me making 8 videos in a day. I've got 30 days more. Subscribe for more. And this is harder than it looks. And I don't know why, but it's hard to keep sticking with this. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.